Hello, it's Neil again from Turfit Grips. Today I'm going to show you how to extend a club so as you can get the perfect club length using our shaft extensions. There's still a lot of questions coming from you guys as to regards to the thickness of the shaft extensions, because they don't always fit perfectly into the butt end. So I'm going to show you how to do that. We're going to fit this up with our new white Dual Compound 2, which is our brand new grip. Stick around to the end of the video. We're going to weigh this club now, put the extension, put the new grip, and we'll weigh it all at the end, and I'm going to talk to you about the difference of the weights and what it actually means to flex and the kick point and the weight of the club head. So let's get to it in the video. So the total club weight here is 278 grams. Okay, so 278 for that. Two different types of shaft extension. So you've got a steel shaft extension with a thicker end. Graphite shaft extension, which is longer, is 90 millimeters. The butt end for the steel is 14 millimeters. Okay, so 14 millimeters across this way. Now, you do have 3.5 millimeters of thickness, so you have 3.5 millimeters of adjustment that you can file off the steel shaft to fit it. The graphite shaft is extension is slightly longer, comes in at 105 millimeters long. The collar is 50 millimeters that you can extend the club by, and the width of the extension here is 12 millimeters with, again, 3.5 millimeters of thickness. So you have 3.5 millimeters here to focus. So you have 3.5 millimeter wall here that you can reduce down to fit into the butt end of your club. But what if this isn't thick enough? If you find with your club this isn't thick enough, I use black electrical tape because it doesn't squash. So you can spiral the black electrical tape down the extension here in order to take up the thickness. We'll show you that when we're doing the club. Shaft extensions, the steel one weighs 10 grams, graphite one weighs 10 grams, both exactly the same. So let's pop the grip off this. So when you're taking the grip off, as always, you're looking to cut away from you. So start at the top and run your knife the length of the grip. So if you find that if you've done this and you find that you've got tape left here, I use a heat gun. Just put a little bit of blow air. A hair dryer would do the same thing, and it just softens this tape and allows for that to come completely off. So here we go. We've got most of the tape off, and if we put the shaft extension in, you'll see that the shaft extension is loose. So we would get this as a common question. See how a shaft extension doesn't fit, the shaft extension is loose. If you glue the shaft extension in using epoxy, it's quite easy to have this cocked to one side or the other, and you'll feel that then when you regrip it. So this is where the spiral technique comes in. So take your tape, start by putting 1 or 2 layers of a spiral. It's a good idea to do a smaller amount and add more than to put too much on and take it off. So you'll see now that goes in. One more, there's a bit of movement but not too much, so we'll do one more. Nice and tight on the lapping. So you'll see now hopefully that is perfectly tight. So you're gonna have to tap this in to lock that solid. So There we go. So that's it, rock solid. That's not going to come out from there. I don't need to glue this. This is completely solid in here. Okay, so what we can do now is we can take a measurement. This club wants to be extended by 1 inch and a quarter. So we can take a measurement with our vernier, 1.25 inches, and cut that off with our hacksaw. So what I've done here is I've put my 1.25 inch measurement on. I've put a run of black tape around, so I'm going to follow the line of that black tape to make sure that I get a good straight cut through the shaft extension. You can pop this in a vise. I'm just going to cut it here on the workbench just to show you how easy this is to cut. So put a little bag down here just to protect the shaft for the customer, and run this hacksaw through the So there we go, 1.25 inch extension that was. I'm going to clean the end up here and just do a standard regrip. This bit's the taped bit. We can bin this. So look, this is our latest dual compound 2 by TrueFit half cord, the white version. Total length now is 265, which is our standard length. Across the butt end here is 26 millimeters, all exactly the same across the dual compound range. In terms of the weight of this grip, as always, at 56 grams. So standard dual compound 2. There we go. White with half cord, standard on the end cap. Standard gripping procedure. Run a tape. Peel off the double-sided layer. Wrap the tape around the shaft. Give the tape a roll in your hands to get it flat. Make sure that it's sticking to the shaft, and we'll pop the grip on. I'm not in our pro shop. I'm standing here in our unit in Bangor. That has literally taken me 2 minutes to cut the old grip off, put a bit of tape on the extension to make it fit, tapped it in tight, cut the extension to length, and popped on our latest dual compound grip. So that's the club complete. The customer could walk onto the golf course with this in the next 2 or 3 minutes and play a game of golf. So what about the weight? So let's have a look. 326 grams is the total weight of the club. Now that's going to change the swing weight. What's going to happen is that because it's longer, we're going to put more weight into the head, so the head's going to feel heavier. The shaft is going to play a little bit more flexible. The shorter the shaft is, the stiffer the shaft is. So but like this, actually a senior's flex, customers shortened them, and he found that the shafts got stiffer, and he changed the lie angle, made the club more upright, made the head too light and couldn't get any distance, so he wanted them extended. He actually wanted me to completely reshaft them, which is going to cost him 50-60 pounds a club, but this way it's £3.49 for the extension, £7 for the grip, around about £10, and he's got his club back to the way that it was before he shortened them. So look, that's it. If you've liked this video, if you found that's been useful, hit the like and subscribe button so as you can catch up with us on our next one. Here's a bit of a close up of the finished grip. This is the original shaft underneath. Customer has a wrap on this club. There you are. That's a Callaway AI Smoke Seniors Flex shaft re-extended. Catch you in the next one.